Happy Saturday, Earthly Virgos. We're going to roll right into your reading. Take what you need and leave the rest for your other counterparts. We're starting with the Queen of Wands. Messages here for the Earthly Virgos, please. You're very focused and confident. Virgo, very intelligent, very sexy. Just sexiness all up in and through you, all around you and everything. Confident in who you are, confident in your stance on what it is that you need to focus on in your life. Favorite color is probably burgundy. The Four of Cups. Somebody wishes they could have you. They stare at you. They watch you, wanting to figure out how they can get in with you. But too, this could also mean that with you being the confident being that you are, you have someone around you who watches you and say, oh, damn, I wish that was me. I wish I can be like Virgo. Okay, I wish I can be like Mike. So they're not as confident in their stance the way you are in yours. They don't know how to react to problems or to issues. This could be you working with somebody and them hating on you because you're the boss. For one, and they don't like that. They're dissatisfied and dissatisfied with what they're doing in their life, or lack of work that they're doing in their life, that they're probably hating on you, secretly hating on you. Let's see, Earth to Virgo. Queen of Pentacles, making money, paper. Holding on to this paper, saying, you know what, I got the goods. I can do this. I'm worthy of this. You're grounded. You're very fruitful and very, very wise. Knowing how to save money, knowing how to make money too. Knowing how to make that paper, okay? If you don't know how to do anything else, you know how to make that paper. Somebody's moving in across the street, so I hope you all probably hear a moving truck just pulled up, so moving in. You're very cautious, sometimes cautious to a fault, okay? And sometimes people just go and look, they leap before they look, but you actually look before you leap, okay? Because you don't need any kind of surprise. You don't like surprises. You don't like fuck-ups, okay? This is a fresh start, but you're taking your time getting there because you're being very optimistic and not naive. Because you're going to run into some problems, some hiccups, and some haters, okay? Problems, hiccups, and haters, Virgo, okay? You're probably seeing some feathers and some maybe some flowers too. If you have had someone who passed away, or maybe you feel the need. You're probably seeing feathers, like I said, but you're also probably feeling the need to just put out fresh flowers, just to brighten up your area or your space. The Four of Pentacles. So have you decided to lock someone out of your life? Holding on to things and people that no longer is in your energy field. Maybe sometimes you just need to let something go. Maybe you have this fear of failure or failure or poverty. I'm having a hard time talking. What's going on? Maybe you're having a hard time communicating the truth to somebody. Okay. But some of you all are holding on to that poverty mindset. But if you really put yourself out there, you have to understand you probably never had a hard time getting the money. Okay. Probably never had a hard time getting that paper. But you don't want to go back to the way you grew up in poverty, struggling, seeing your mother or your parents struggle, especially if you grew up with a single parent. Okay. It was hard. It was rough, and you don't want that anymore. So it's kind of like you always have to watch out what your next step is. Even if you are making money, you want to be very careful with it because you want to be calculated with what you're doing, because you hate to have to lose out on what you have. It's like you're thinking about the poverty mindset that you grew up in, that kind of stuff. You say, well, I don't want to go through that anymore. That was struggle. I saw my parents struggle as a child, and I don't want to struggle in my life. So I'm going to watch what the fuck I'm doing. Instead of me taking this leap of faith and jumping before I leap, I'm going to make sure I take calculated steps until I get to where I'm going. Because I know if I get this money is not going to always last. I'm going to try to make it last. I'm going to try to do the right thing, but it can be snatched from under me at any minute. Okay. By the choices, by the opportunities, the hits and the misses in your life. Okay. That's just here for Virgos. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Always looking for different ways to make money. Always looking for different opportunities in your life. Okay. Setting the goals that you need and being very patient at this manifesting game. Okay. Like, what else can I do? I'm thinking about this. I'm analyzing my life. I'm analyzing how I want my life to be, how I want my life to end up, because it was such a struggle as a child, seeing my single parent or whatever, go through what they did, what they went through to keep us breathing, to keep food on the table. It was just a struggle. And I think that sometimes you kind of hold on to that mindset of yesteryear, and because you have those repressed hidden memories, and they come out like at the end, the most inopportune times in your life. But they come out for a reason. We got the Queen of Swords here. They come out at the most inopportune times. This is communication, being objective. And sometimes you may have to be a little cold, to protect what's yours, and having their wisdom and the tenacity to say, I'm going to protect what's mine, because I wasn't protected as a child. I'm going to make damn sure that I protect mine, and protecting your legacy. Okay. Protecting your legacy. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm going to say this because I'm hearing it in my head. We got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and we got the Queen of Swords. These are some tough ass bitches. Excuse my expression, but that's a good thing. Okay. It's like you have a trio of people within your element who you all are doing this thing together. This could be a family of people of you all who are really, really close. You've taught each other something. You grew up out of poverty because of what you've been through, being in a single parent, raised by a single mom, perhaps. And she has taught you so much about growth. We even got the Seven of Pentacles, a woman, all about women. I'm not excluding you men, take it how it resonates with you. But definitely you may have some sisters, and you probably was the only guy child, the boy child. Okay. The Four of Cups, one guy. Okay. We got one guy. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, all women, but one in the middle, we have a guy. Okay. That could be the only brother in the group. Okay. In the family. We have women, ladies. All ladies. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So surrounded by a bunch of women. Okay. Grew up around a bunch of women. Or the opposite. You could be that one female growing up around a lot of guys, a lot of men, a lot of brothers. So that's leaving you open to exploring different things, but being very calculated at it, taking your time, not wanting to rush at things because you don't want to lose. You don't want to have to struggle. Okay. I told my daughter, she started working at McDonald's. She went to orientation today. Okay, making a nice money, what she considers nice. And I said, when I started my first job, I was working at Church's Chicken, making $4. She said, yeah, you told me $4.25 an hour. I'm like, that was like ions ago. But you making like, I think 11 something an hour, y'all. I'm like, man. I said, y'all don't know how good y'all have it these days. But back in the day, we thought $4.25 was good, but So struggle, not to have to struggle like you did when you were younger, not to have to struggle when your parents were the ones in control and paying the bills, okay? We got your Justice. We have balance here and fairness for you, being fair to yourself. You shouldn't have to do it all alone, but be fair to yourself and get out of this mindset of poverty. You got to let the past go. That's the past. You have so many things pent up and bottled up, but you have to be fair to yourself and let it go. Just because you struggled in the past doesn't mean you have to keep struggling now. Live each day as best the way you can, and don't let that past keep you bound. You're bound to that past struggle, okay? You're bound to the past struggle, Virgo. Got the Two of Cups. This could mean a relationship, saying that you have somebody or you will have somebody in your life who can complement you. You can do this together, as a couple here. So who knows? You may meet a lover, you may not meet a lover. I know y'all sick of love. But that's a compatibility here. Or this could be a friend. This could be roommates. This could be somebody who is with you, evenly doing the right things for each other. Okay. Helping each other. Some of you may have a roommate or may need to get a roommate, or a family member may say, can I move in with you for a little while? Not for long, until I get shit together on my end. Okay. We have the Three of Wands, represents rewards, expansion, and growth. Having rewards. So we got the Death card. Yeah, Virgo, you got to get out of this mindset of being in poverty. I think this is something that you're dealing with. Once again, we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Death card. So you got to let that go. That's the past. That's the past. It's not going to creep back up on you. It's what you make it. It's what you make everything in your life. You can't let that past hunt you and kind of mess up what's going on now in your life. You have expansion here. You have a positive expansion here with this Three of Wands. This is opening you up to these rewards for your future. And you're contemplating, well, I don't want to, it's like you're always going back into that kid again, seeing your parents struggle, maybe not having enough to eat or something about school and not having the proper clothes and being picked on and bullied on, and you don't want to have to go through that anymore. So it's like you sympathize with kids these days going through the things that they go through, especially being bullied, because you went through the same thing and you don't want that anymore. Okay. And we have here the Six of Pentacles. Some of you could be teachers as well. But parents, like I said, a single parent who's talking to your children about what you went through, about the money you used to make, or how things were a little bit more simpler when you were younger. You thought it was simpler, but your parents probably hid it very well, that they had issues that they weren't telling you about, that they always told you to stay in the child's place. You don't need to know everything, So this is you really learning and feeling the energy, possibly even maybe doing some volunteering, helping people, but too, volunteering your story. Tell people your story, what you have experienced in your life. It's going to help a lot of people. It's going to show people just how strong you really are. Queen of Cups. Some of your parents were alcoholics, okay? Maybe some drug addicts, but they did the best that they could do to provide for you. Did some things that they didn't want to do, but they had to do it to take care of you. You hear things that your parents say, that they talk about, and when they're sitting down, listening to their music, and they got a house full of grown-ups, the kids in the room supposed to be playing, you hear things. Well, I had to do this, or I had to do that, or I had to do some pretty despicable things to take care of you. But they stopped that. At some point, they said, I'm pouring this liquor out. I'm pouring out all these bad habits that I've been doing. The bad energy that's been around me, they let it go. Some of them stopped cold turkey. Some of them may needed some extra help doing it. But eventually they gave it up out of love for you. They left it alone. Okay. They left it alone because they decided in their life, I'm happy just the way I am. Just me and my motherfucking kids. Okay. I'm a single parent. I'm going to do this the best way I can. And I'm going to stay positive while I'm doing it. So keep a positive mindset. You can't let the past financial situations, and you can't let your past poverty situation keep you stuck and stricken in the past, not thinking that you can move forward when you damn well can. Virgo. Let's get some final messages, Virgo. I'm open for a few personal readings today. If you want those, you know how to contact me. The information is in the comment section and in the description section. The the Ace of Swords. Virgo, you have the power. You have the power. You have the clarity for this fresh start. This is an opportunity for you to let that past go. Stop holding on so much to the past, because your children are depending on you. You're depending on your children. It's like, let your child or whoever it is that you're taking care of know that you probably already told them we don't live like I lived. You don't think you have anything now? We had one TV. We was lucky if we were able to get seconds, at dinner time or something like that. We were lucky if we got brand new clothes. We always got hand-me-downs or clothes from what they had a store like Goodwill. It was a Veteran Village. I hated going to that damn Veteran Village store, but my mother did the best she could do. So your parents probably had to struggle to put clothes on your back, food on the table. So this is like a victory for you. This is something that they're saying that you have a purpose. Your purpose is really true abundance, for you to remember what you've been through and let your children know and understand you ain't never going to be where I was, because I'm not going to let that happen. Okay. I'm going to work hard so you won't have to struggle as much as I did. And that's something that you've always thought about. Like, how can I let go of the struggle from the past? I don't want to be caught up like I was. I don't want to be struggling like I was. I don't want to have to keep. Some of you may still be living from paycheck to paycheck, but if you really think about it, it's not as bad as it was when you were little. All right. Hope this message resonates. I'll talk to y'all later.